friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Clever Claws, a smiling critter from Poppy Playtime. So first let's get started over on the left hand side, and with the hair on the top, we're going to curve this line around and then up. And then from that point, we're just going to curve this back down to the bottom. From that point on the right hand side, we're going to arch this line around and then in. And then again from that point on the bottom, we're just going to curve this line over towards the left. Now from here on the bottom, we're going to curve this line around and then up. And then from the corner, we're just going to arch this line around and then back in, making sure we leave a gap on the top. Now let's move down directly underneath, coming over to the left for the nose. We're going to draw in a curved line from left to right. And then on both sides, we're going to draw in a curved diagonal line that joins in at a point on the bottom. For the eye now on the right hand side, we're going to curve this line up. And then over on the left-hand side, let's replicate that, making that bigger. On the inside now, we're going to arch this line around and in towards the hair. And then we're going to come over on the left-hand side and bring that back down in the corner. To the right of this, we're going to curve this line up and in. And then on the side, we're going to curve this line around and then down. For our left eye, we're going to draw a nice big oval in the center. And then to the right of this, we're going to draw in another oval on the bottom, closing that off. Let's draw in the mouth now. So on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line over towards the left. And then moving down on the right on a diagonal, we're going to make that slightly smaller. Closing off the mouth from the point of the nose, we're going to curve this line around and then up. And then we'll do the same thing over on the left-hand side. Closing off the bottom of the mouth now, we're going to draw in a nice big arch line as we curve this all the way around and then up on the right. For the tongue in the center, we're going to arch this line down. And then to the right, we're just going to curve this line over and then back down. Now let's draw in our cheeks. So starting on the right hand side, from the right eye, we're going to curve this line around and then in. Moving down, we're going to arch that back out and then up. To the left-hand side now, we're going to curve this line around, back in from our left eye. And then on the bottom, we're just going to arch this around and then back in. Let's close off the face now. So on the left-hand side here, we're going to curve this line all the way around and then up on the right-hand side. For the side of the head on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line down. And then to the left, we're just going to, again, continue to arch that around and then in. Now for the ears, on the right-hand side, we're going to draw in a nice big arch line, bringing that down on the side. And then over on the left, we're going to replicate that, curving that line around and then down. Now in the center, we're going to curve this line around, back in on both sides. For the eyebrow in the center, we're going to curve this line down and then up. And then to the right of this, we're just going to arch this line around and then down. Now let's draw in the lion's mane as we come around. So in the center, we're going to draw in the letter V. And then on both sides of that, we're just going to curve a small line that comes down towards the bottom. On the right-hand side, we're going to arch this line up, down, and then out. And then over on the left-hand side, let's replicate that, bringing that up, down, and then back out. From this point now, we're going to curve this line in. On the side, we're going to bring this line out, in, and then bringing that back out towards the side. And then on the left-hand side, we'll replicate that out, in, and then back out. From that point now, we're going to curve this line up towards the top. Now from the bottom, we're going to curve this line out, up, and then down, out, in, and then back down. And then from here, we're just going to curve this line in towards the top. To the right of this, we're going to curve this line across and in towards the center. And then from that point, we're going to curve this line up, down, and then back in towards the point. Now let's draw in our left hand. So coming over for the thumb, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And then beside that, we're just going to arch this line down. Moving up for the finger, we're going to curve this line around and then in. Moving beside that, curving this line around and then in. And then one more time as we come down, arching that up. For the bottom of the hand, curving this in towards the palm. And then closing off the bottom of the arm, we're just going to arch this line around and then up. For the wrist, we're going to curve this line from left to right to close that off. And then for the top of the arm, we're just going to arch this line in towards the mane. Now from here for the torso, we're going to curve this line down, out, and then in. And then in the center, we're going to draw in the crown for the necklace. So right in the middle here, we're going to draw in a small circle. And then beside that, moving down slightly on both sides, we're going to replicate that. Now from here for the middle, we're going to draw in a diagonal line that comes out on both sides. And then from that point, we're just going to bring that diagonal line out towards the circle on the side. Now from here on the side, we're going to curve this diagonal line down towards the bottom. And then we're going to close this off with a curved line from left to right. Moving up again, let's replicate that. For the necklace, we're going to curve this line over on both sides towards the top. And now let's draw in the rest of the stomach. So we're going to curve this line in towards our first circle there. And then we're going to stretch this all the way around and then back in. Now moving down, let's draw in the legs. So we're going to come in towards the center and we're going to curve this line down. To the right, we're going to replicate that, ending that on a slight diagonal. And then over on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line out towards the left this time. For our left foot, moving down, we're going to draw in a nice big arch line, connecting those lines together and bringing that down. And then we'll close this off on the bottom with a curved line from left to right. And now in the middle, we're just going to arch this line around and then in. Now let's draw on the right foot. So on the bottom, we're going to curve this line over. And then beside that, we're going to arch this line up and across. And then underneath, we're just going to arch this line around and then down. Now for the toes, we're just going to curve this line around and then in. And now let's draw on our right arm. So on the right-hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then up. And then we're just going to draw in a curved line from left to right. Now lastly, let's just draw in the tail. So on the left-hand side, on the inside, we're going to arch this line down. And then moving up, let's replicate that again, curving that around. Let's move underneath on our right foot now. We're going to arch this line out, in, and then up. Dropping below that, we're going to curve that out, in, and then back up, ending that at the same height. And then now from here, we're just going to draw in a curved line from left to right. For the bottom of the tail, we're going to curve this line out. And then from that point, we're just going to bring that down. From that point again, we're going to curve that over. And then again, from that point, we're going to curve this line in, out, and then back in towards the tail. And that is it. That's how you draw clever claws from smiling critters. You can pause the video and color it the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all in the next one.